Module 3A, Learning to Tune In. In this module, we're going to be doing some actual work. We're going to be getting to the interesting stuff. And we're going to start with energetically focusing on and tuning into another person. Of course, ongoing practice is going to be absolutely necessary if we are to continue to develop our skills, especially if we intend to progress from being more consciously intuitive to becoming more naturally psychic. Remember that I said that psychism is a honed version of intuition. During this process, you are going to need to write about your impressions and feelings, keeping a log that you can refer back to in order to make sense of what you are feeling, sensing, seeing, or hearing. You will gradually start to recognize how you yourself receive intuitive information, as discussed in Identifying the Four Clairs. So let's jump in and start with the biggie: tuning in to another person remotely. There is a common misconception that in order to be able to read a person, we have to be physically in their company. This is not true. It isn't their body we are reading, it is their inner and outer energetic field. Geographical distance doesn't make a jot of difference. However, it is very important to note that this process is not a means of spying on another for malicious reasons. It's about gaining greater insight and understanding. The person you tune into could be a friend, family member, colleague, general associate, or love interest. It might be that you want to gain some clarity where their attitude or behaviour is concerned, or simply to know more about who they really are beyond that which they have presented to you. In order to help you with this, I will explain the process that I always engage in when tuning into the energy field of another person. As I said earlier, it will take practice and you will need to set your desires and judgments to one side, especially if you already have strong feelings toward them or about them. You could have an unconscious agenda that could easily influence that which you feel, see, or hear intuitively. I'm going to talk you through the process and then I will be silent to allow you to engage in the tuning in process for yourself. First of all, make sure that you are somewhere quiet and aren't likely to be disturbed so that you can relax into it. Now, bring that person to mind for a few moments and then close your eyes. You are now gazing into the soft, endless darkness beyond your own eyelids. And this is where you will find what I call the screen of your mind. I say it is endless because there is no point at which you can say, "Oh, so that's where it ends. That's the boundary wall over there." If you know what the person in question looks like, try to recall an image of them. If not, just focus your attention on the thought of them. Now, relax your body and your face and breathe naturally. Keep your eyes closed and take a little look around in that soft darkness. Be in it rather than feeling as if you are on the outside staring in. There is nothing whatsoever to be afraid of. And if you find your thoughts wandering, simply bring them back to the subject you are inquiring about. And then wait. Wait for as long as it takes. Don't tense your mind or become impatient. Relaxation is the key. You're in neutral observation mode. Just allow your intuitive mind to do its job. You might suddenly become aware of a particular sense or feeling. Pay attention to it. An image may take shape and form there in the darkness, even if it is fleeting. In my experience, sense, claircognizance, is the most informative of the intuitive tools, followed for me by images and little scenes. I have come to really trust what I am feeling when tuning into a person or situation because it tends to be extremely reliable. Images alone are not always sufficient because they could be misinterpreted if there's no accompanying sense. However, as a starting point, images are important, but do pay attention to how you feel. The point of the exercise is to become more aware of that person's essence. What is currently motivating them? What is their strongest emotion? Fear? Anger? Sadness? Resentment? Or are they genuinely good-natured and trustworthy? Regardless of how they are presenting themselves to the world, how are they really feeling deep down inside? When you feel that you have something you need to make a note of, no matter how small, open your eyes and log your impressions. Take a little time to analyze how you felt during the tuning in process. Was there anything that didn't feel as if it was coming from you? A sense or an emotion that clearly wasn't your own? If so, describe it in your notes. You can then either return immediately to your soft darkness or leave it until another day if you feel that you need a break. Be willing to accept that you might need to have several attempts where tuning in to the same person is concerned over a period of time, especially if this process is new to you. Don't rush it and don't give up. This is how you will build and strengthen your intuitive muscles. You will probably wonder how you can be sure that you aren't simply imagining things. Well, you won't be able to at first unless the impressions are particularly strong, which is why you should have several sessions and keep a written update. With patience and practice, it will become easier, I promise. I have been doing this for so long now that I can quickly and easily tune into anyone, anywhere. Though, of course, no one can intuitively feel or see every single aspect of another human soul's inner workings or life. However, enough insight can be gained to allow us to be more informed than we previously were. So now it is your turn. Remember, relax your body, face, and mind. Bring your person to mind. Close your eyes and look into the soft darkness. Remember, be in it rather than feeling as if you're on the outside looking in. Keep your attention upon the person you are tuning into. Relax your mind and wait. So, that is the illuminating process I have engaged in and continue to strengthen throughout the past 30 years. In the following modules, we will be exploring a number of fun exercises that can be implemented in everyday life, leading to some fascinating insights. Module 3B includes fun but effective exercises that can call upon and strengthen your capacity for intuitive analysis.